Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, I tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, and EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 16 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
Complete to Adam Thielen. A gain of 6 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down, Minnesota.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Adam Thielen, the ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And it's third down.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On the play. And the Vikings first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Minnesota.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's got this down to the 35. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Mixon on the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st. Down. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
2.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively? I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game. Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Steps away to his left.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And the Bengals have recovered it.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Joe Mixon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Made by Michael.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Called out a very strong gain of 24. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brought down back.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
27 yards there, a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Ball carrier.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on
now Burrow loses the football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down to Mixon on the check down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Burrow will throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Vikings take over 1st and.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
To Dalvin Cook.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Again, Jackson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we reach half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
27, Vikings.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sheldon.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Cook.
6-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Carl Lawson on the tackle.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Junior.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Down Vikings.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Minnesota.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carried by the wide
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
by William Jackson. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bengals' 19-yard line.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Jackson throwing once more. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. A toss running left. It's Cook, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out, and he is closing in on the Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made by
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jackson on 1st down, setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
9-yard line.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 17.
A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's taken inside his own 40. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more. After this is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings. Now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
On 2nd and 9. Jackson over the middle to Smith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Gain of 14.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Smith catches left side.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get in. touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Tyree Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
At their own 30.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain
in so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Auden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. tomorrow.
And his kick is right through. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards, a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Down, Minnesota.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Jackson on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have him looking at third and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Kamara, incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Again, Jackson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The incredible comeback nearly complete. A chance to go ahead here on first and goal. Jackson will throw again. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Pass incomplete in the end zone. Leads to second and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
17. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget, I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.